Number 15. Gianmaria Tosatti. Gianmaria Tosatti is an Italian visual artist, journalist, and essayist. He received artistic training in Pontedera, Warsaw, and Rome, focusing on performance art. Tosatti's projects are extensive explorations of specific topics related to identity, viewed through political and spiritual lenses. His work primarily consists of large site-specific installations designed for entire buildings or urban areas, often involving the local communities in the creation process. In 2014, the art and design magazine, Domus, included his work, My Dreams They'll Never Surrender, among the world's top 10 exhibitions of the year. In 2015, the international magazine Art Review named him one of the 30 most interesting artists of his generation. Tosatti spent a year in the Calais jungle creating environmental interventions, which remain the only visible evidence of the city's existence. His work has been exhibited at numerous prestigious venues, including the National Gallery, Palazzo delle Esposizioni, and American Academy in Rome, the Petah Tikva Museum of Art in Israel, and the Chelsea Art Museum and Castelli Gallery in New York, among others. Number 14. Massimo Bartolini. Massimo Bartolini was born in 1962 in Cecina, in the Italian region of Tuscany, where he currently lives and works. He employs various techniques in his work, including photography, video, performance, and the construction of interventions that transform initial spaces by manipulating light, sound, odor, and architecture to create disorienting experiences. In his work, Bartolini explores expectations, relativity, and hypotheses regarding what is fixed versus what is in flux. These themes become metaphors for imagination, memory, nostalgia, and obsession. His most famous works are immersive installations, often sensual, that induce a meditative state and heighten awareness in the viewer. These experiences prompt reflection on the relativity of what is stable and unchanging. Massimo Bartolini is the artist representing Italy at this year's Venice Biennale, Foreigners Everywhere, with his major project, Due Qui, To Here, which is currently on display at the Italian Pavilion. Number 13. Liliana Moro. Liliana Moro, an Italian artist from Milan and a graduate of the prestigious Brera Academy of Fine Arts in Milan, Italy, creates environmental works, drawings, collages, sculptures, theatrical projects, and sound installations. Her practice employs a free artistic language rooted in the world of childhood, utilizing fables, games, and masks as communicative tools to explore subjective reality and external spaces. She was notably featured in the seminal exhibition Minimalia, which traveled from the 1997 Venice Biennale to New York's PS1. This exhibition showcased key Italian artists such as Ugo Mulas, Carla Accardi, Enrico Castellani, and Michelangelo Pistoletto, who, like Moro, pursued simplification and reduction in their work. Moro has exhibited in important group shows, and her work is included in both public and private collections. She participated in the Venice Biennale in 2019. Number 12. Enzo Cucchi. Enzo Cucchi is an Italian painter and a key figure in the Transavanguardia, beyond the avant-garde movement of the 1980s, associated with Italian neo-expressionism. His large-scale oil paintings are known for their simple, almost primitive images, rendered in vivid, dramatic colors. A self-taught artist and writer, Cucchi often exhibits his work alongside his own poetic verses. Born in 1949 in the province of Ancona, Italy, he formed close friendships with fellow Transavanguardia artists such as Francesco Clemente and Sandro Chia in Rome. His work has been showcased at prominent institutions worldwide, including the Museum of Modern Art in New York, the Tate in London, and the Art Institute of Chicago. His first retrospective was held at the Guggenheim Museum in New York City in 1986. Number 11. Rudolf Stingel. Rudolf Stingel challenges the conventional confines of painting by breaking down established boundaries in art, disrupting hierarchies, meanings, context, and authenticity theories. His innovative approach encompasses diverse materials such as carpet, cellotex, and styrofoam. Stingel frequently encourages audience engagement, covering exhibition spaces with flexible silver panels for viewers to leave their marks on. These installations transform throughout the exhibition, turning into dynamic spaces as more participants contribute to the surface. In addition to these interactive installations, Stingel has created thick, tangible abstract works and lifelike portraits. In 2017, his auction record exceeded $10 million. Number 10. Monica Bonvicini. Through her bold and thought-provoking large-scale installations, Monica Bonvicini delves into the intricate connections between sexuality and architecture. She not only challenges the male-dominated realm of architecture, but also lays bare the gendered nature of constructed spaces. Bonvicini cleverly juxtaposes materials like steel and glass with leather and rubber in her works, striking a balance between contemplation and playfulness. Bonvicini's site-specific installations are designed to engage viewers physically. Instances of this interaction include Stairway to Hell, an operational staircase surrounded by hanging chains and shattered glass, and Don't Miss a Sec, a sleek chrome lavatory enclosed in a cubicle made of two-way mirrors. This setup allows the user to observe the surroundings while being enclosed in the cubicle. Number 9. Emilio Isgrò. Born in 1937 in Sicily, Emilio Isgrò is a conceptual artist and painter, but also a poet, writer, dramaturg, and director. He is regarded as one of the most internationally renowned and prestigious figures in Italian art of the 20th and 21st centuries, alongside Piero Manzoni and Lucio Fontana. Emilio Isgrò's work is considered revolutionary and original within the avant-garde movements of the 1960s. He is the undisputed creator of the cancellation erasure technique, which involves striking out the words of texts in printed books, encyclopedias, manuscripts, maps, and even films. Through this practice, which the artist began exploring in the early 1960s, Isgrò transforms and renews the meaning of texts without annihilating or destroying the value of the words or images. Number 8. Paola Pivi. Paola Pivi, through her playful photographs, sculptures, films, and installations, crafts extraordinary and improbable environments that exist in a realm both peculiar and recognizable. Her artistic creations often revolve around animals adopting human behaviors or finding themselves in unconventional situations. Notably, she has adorned her renowned sculptures of polar bears with neon plumage, captured a school of goldfish embarking on an airplane journey, and orchestrated photographs featuring zebras navigating snowy mountain peaks. Employing a blend of color, material, scale, and subverting viewer expectations, Pivi encourages us to reconsider our subjective connection to reality. Her exhibitions have spanned across global cities such as New York, Los Angeles, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Milan, Basel, and London. Merely a year after her inaugural solo exhibition, Pivi, along with fellow Italians Monica Bonvicini, Bruna Esposito, Luisa Lambri, and Grazia Toderi, clinched the prestigious Golden Lion Award for the Best National Pavilion at the 1999 Venice Biennale. Number 7. Vanessa Beecroft. Vanessa Beecroft is an Italian artist known for her performance art, photography, and painting, particularly her large-scale, conceptual works, often referred to as live-in paintings. These performances typically feature nude or semi-nude women arranged in striking compositions. Born in 1969 in Genova, Italy, Beecroft began artistic studies at the art high school Niccolò Barabino in Genova. One of her most notable works was presented at the 52nd Venice Biennale in 2007, titled B61, Still Death, Darfur, Still Death? This powerful performance was a response to the Darfur genocide and featured Sudanese women laying face down, simulating corpses. Beecroft has also staged performances at prestigious venues such as the Guggenheim Museum in New York and the Gagosian Gallery in both London and California. Her work, often linked to fashion events, has led to collaborations with various designers and celebrities. In 2010, she art-directed Kanye West's runway video and has since worked closely with him on choreography for his tours and fashion shows. Their collaboration extended to the 2019 opera Nebuchadnezzar, and Beecroft has also photographed West's ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. She currently resides and works in Los Angeles, California. Number 6. Sandro Chia. Sandro Chia is an Italian painter and leading figure in the Transavanguardia movement, a branch of Italian neo-expressionism. His paintings and sculptures are known for their vibrant colors and mystical compositions, rich with symbolism and intricate mark-making. These elements combine to reflect contemporary social and political themes through the lens of expressionism. Born in 1946 in Florence, Italy, Chia studied at the Academy of Fine Arts in Florence before moving to Rome, where he began exhibiting his work. Chia describes his approach as mythical conceptual art, and his work gained international recognition alongside fellow artists Francesco Clemente and Enzo Cucchi. He participated in Documenta 7 in Kassel in 1980 and has since exhibited widely across Europe. His work has been displayed at prestigious institutions such as the Tate Modern in London and the Venice Biennale, and can also be found in permanent collections at locations like the Palio Bar in New York City and the Tel Aviv Museum of Art in Israel. Number 5. Francesco Clemente. Francesco Clemente is a contemporary Italian artist renowned for his dreamlike paintings that explore esoteric themes of sexuality and spirituality. His diverse body of work spans oil painting, installation, and watercolor, and is marked by formal experimentation with symbols, portraiture, and the human figure. Clemente has addressed a belief in a shared imagination across different contemplative traditions, stating that his goal is to collect images and references from these traditions and connect them with contemporary emotions and universal experiences. Born in 1952 in Naples, Italy, Clemente initially studied architecture at the University of Rome in 1970 before relocating to India 3 years later. In India, he collaborated with local craftsmen and painters and immersed himself in Hindu spiritual texts. His experiences with traditional papermaking and miniature painting have left a lasting influence on his artistic style. In 1981, Clemente moved to New York, where he collaborated with notable figures such as Jean-Michel Basquiat, Andy Warhol, and Allen Ginsberg. Although he was categorized as a new expressionist during the 1980s, Clemente has largely distanced himself from the confines of specific movements and styles. In 1998, he expanded his creative pursuits by producing around 200 original works for Alfonso Cuarón's film Great Expectations. Clemente continues to live and work in New York City. His works are featured in the collections of major institutions, including the Museum of Modern Art in New York, the Art Institute of Chicago, the Kunstmuseum Basel, and the Tate Gallery in London, among others. Number 4. Giuseppe Penone. Giuseppe Penone is an Italian conceptual artist known for his strong ties to the Arte Povera movement. His work primarily explores the relationship between humanity and nature, utilizing organic materials such as trees, wood, stone, and ceramic to create a dialogue that distances itself from modern society and focuses on fundamental truths about life and the earth. Penone's thought-provoking, ephemeral works often develop over decades, reflecting different aesthetic periods in his career. Born in 1947 in Garesio, Italy, Penone gained international recognition early on, starting with a solo exhibition at the Deposito d'Arte Presente in Turin in 1968. Since then, he has been featured in major exhibitions at institutions like the Guggenheim Museum in New York in 1982 and the Musée d'Art Moderne de la Ville de Paris in 1984. His work is held in the collections of prestigious museums worldwide, including the Tate Gallery in London, the Centre Georges Pompidou in Paris, and the Museum of Modern Art in New York, among others. Number 3. Jannis Kounellis. Jannis Kounellis, a pioneer of the Arte Povera, or simple art movement, challenged the conventional gallery space by creating art using inexpensive materials and, at times, livestock. One of his notable pieces involved placing 11 horses in the exhibition space, transforming it into a temporary barn. Kounellis' artistic exploration extended across sculpture, performance, installation, and painting, incorporating a diverse range of media, such as cotton, soil, coal, burlap sacks, glass bottles, and more. In the early stages of his career, he drew inspiration from artists like Alberto Burri, Lucio Fontana, Jackson Pollock, and Franz Kline, innovators in painting who pushed the boundaries of their respective mediums. Despite his evolving artistic style, Kounellis maintained his identity primarily as painter. Number 2. Michelangelo Pistoletto. Michelangelo Pistoletto, a prominent figure in the development of Arte Povera and conceptualism, is renowned for his famous mirror paintings. Originally created with metallic paint on canvas, he later abandoned canvas in favor of screen printing on polished steel, resulting in captivating artworks that superimpose figurative elements onto flat, reflective surfaces. This engages viewers, prompting them to confront their own reflection while observing the artwork. Pistoletto's body of work consistently explores conceptual themes of representation and interactivity, evident not only in his mirror paintings, but also in his early sculptural endeavors such as the Minas objects. These projects delve into the transformation of everyday items into art pieces. In recognition of his life achievements, Pistoletto was awarded the Golden Lion in 2003. Number 1. Maurizio Cattelan. Maurizio Cattelan's conceptual practice, marked by its playful and provocative nature, challenges the norms of art, institutions, and broader contemporary value systems. His diverse body of work includes a wax figure of Pope John Paul II struck by a meteorite, an installation featuring 2,000 stuffed pigeons, and The Notorious Comedian from 2019, which consists of a banana simply duct taped to a wall. Cattelan's sculptures and installations consistently employ satire, often evoking the witty conceptualism reminiscent of Marcel Duchamp. They implicate the viewer, the artist, collectors, and societal notions of good taste. Prior to embarking on his artistic career, Cattelan, a self-taught individual, worked in the field of design. Thanks for watching.